Hi everyone, welcome to Anthropology 541, Ethnography, Problems and Practices of Ethnography. Hi from the Southern Hemisphere here in Buenos Aires. I am so sorry to be missing our first class, but as you all will see along with this video, I've also posted the course syllabus and next week's readings as well as a writing assignment for your first week. So just to give you some quick pointers about the class, it's going to be a writing and practice intensive class. You'll see I have a number of suggested books for you to buy, quite a number, I think there might be 10. There are a lot of helpful books on ethnographic writing, research proposal writing, and research methods. And it's helpful to have one or two, but they're quite expensive. So I kind of gave you a smattering of the kinds of books that are available, and it's up to you to purchase ones that you might find helpful as you move forward. You can purchase all of them that are listed there as suggested, and they will serve you in good stead, but it's certainly not required. All the readings for this class will be posted as PDFs, and a lot of the weeks I've listed as selections. That's partly to give us some flexibility as we talk about what your research projects are. Because this is a practical class, some of the teaching and pedagogy and reading will really depend on the problems that you bring. So what your questions really specifically are about how methodologies should be undertaken and practiced. So you'll have weekly reading assignments and weekly writing assignments. Some of those will take the form of research design exercises like this week, where you're going to find an ethnography that you love and look at how it's constructed and what the author says about research methodology, and then you'll use that as a basis to kind of think about your own first attempts at just finding a research site, a research problem, and a research question. Many of you are in your first years in graduate school, and so you probably don't have a very defined research site or research question. So this is a first start. Put down something, put down a couple of things, and over the course of this semester, you're going to develop a research proposal. So if you're in your first year, it might be an NSF research proposal, which would be more broad and might not have some of the specificity of a dissertation research proposal or a larger funding research proposal, which will really require you to be very specific in your methodology and research questions. This class will be practical, and you'll have to develop a research question and a research process and a research site, but exactly what form that proposal will take will be suited to your stage and your goals for this class. So in addition to drafting a research proposal, you'll be learning specific methodologies. And so in weeks where drafts of the research proposal aren't due, you'll have fieldwork note reports where you'll go out and practice an interview and write about that, or transcribe the interview, or do data analysis. So rather than formal essays, these will be practicums in engaging in research. The other component about this class is that it's going to be interactive and collaborative. You'll be formed into small working groups where you'll provide each other feedback on your research practices and practice on each other. And you'll also have the opportunity to give each other feedback on the drafts of your proposal. So read the syllabus. Feel free to send me any questions about it. I will go over it again on the next time we meet, so bring your questions then. Please download the 4 readings for next week. They might be very familiar to you, and you'll have read them in other classes, but when you're reading them this time, I want you to really think about what they tell us about methodology. Each of these authors is setting an agenda for what anthropologists should do in the world and how they should do it. And ask yourself what that means for the practical things that anthropologists do, for the kinds of questions they answer, for the ways they go about answering them, what kind of data and processes they engage in to be able to study the kinds of things these authors are talking about. So we'll discuss a little bit more about how new ethnographic approaches require new methods, or perhaps changing our more traditional methods. And hopefully this ethnographic exercise that you're doing for this week will help you do that. So I'm really excited about the course. as you see, it's mostly participation and weekly writing that are the basis of your grades, and then a rough draft and a final draft of your proposal. So feel free to email me with any questions. Let me know if you're confused about the assignment, and I will see you all next Wednesday. I will be back in town as of Monday, so if you want to come by in person and ask any questions, my office is room 162. Okay, I look forward to seeing you all each next week, and have a great week. Bye.